All right, so I've had a couple of folks ask what I eat, what I've been eating on a day of sugar fasting. So today we're going to try to do that. Today's a full sugar fasting day. It's the morning time here, so the first thing I'm going to get started with today is just some juice. So right now I've got this cranberry pineapple juice cocktail. I found this one at Kroger. It's actually really good. So I'll do some of that. And then all I'm going to add it to there is some simple syrup. I find that using the simple syrup just makes it a whole lot easier for dilution. So it's just in a little, kind of a little container. Just going to drink that up. This will be like the first, I don't know if it's call it really a meal, but I like to do this to kind of get started. I'm about to hop on the treadmill, so I'm just going to use this. So anyway, that's, I don't know if you want to call it meal number one. It's not really a meal, but this is what we got going first. Just got off the treadmill. Not feeling hungry, so, and I haven't had coffee yet today, so this is gonna be my first cup of coffee. I typically drink it black, but since we are encouraged to have sugar to be able to kind of boost that metabolism and do whatever it does, I made some simple syrup. This is with brown sugar, so they might call it rich simple syrup or something like that. But I'm gonna use some of that and see how it goes, just for a little bit of flavor. So it's not really a meal, but like I said, I'm gonna try to document or log whatever I'm taking in. So that's it. Just gonna be first cup of coffee. This is a 20-ounce mug, so I might have one, maybe two of these. I've been the caffeine and the coffee kind of craving has been really diminished during this whole thing, so it's pretty interesting. But I do love coffee, so, and I enjoy drinking it. So anyway, here's you. It is about 1 o'clock. Actually, it's 10 after 1. All I've had so far was the juice, and then I've had a couple of cups of coffee, which I showed you guys a little bit ago. I'm now getting hungry, so I'm gonna actually have something to eat. So what I decided to go with is some strawberries, blueberries, and pineapple. I'm gonna go with a bowl of that. I'm gonna put some of this agave syrup on it. We'll see how that goes. And then what I also am gonna put on there is this whipped cream. It's got a little bit of fat. It's got a gram of fat and it's got a gram of carbs in it, but it's so good. So it's also lactose free because I'm lactose intolerant. So anyway, that's gonna go on here for a little bit of flavor. And that'll be the meal. And then we'll see what I end up eating or needing to eat next. So just wanted to make a quick note. It's only been like an hour since I ate that last bowl of fruit. I feel like I want to eat. I don't actually think whether I'm hungry or not. So I'm trying to figure out, am I actually hungry or am I just kind of bored and want to eat? So I'm not really gonna grab anything yet. I mean, it wasn't that much. I mean, it was a bowl of fruit, but it wasn't really that much. And I don't think it was as dense in the sugar that maybe I expected. So like I said, I'm not gonna grab anything just yet. I just wanted to make a note of that in this log that I'm trying to do what I'm eating throughout the day. So for now, I'm just gonna get in some extra water and see if I can't feel fuller about that kind of stuff. But we'll see. 4 o'clock. It's 4:07. Gonna get in something to eat here. What I have is I did a can of peaches and a can of mandarin oranges. Let's see if I can pan this down here. A little bit better right there. And then I'm also gonna throw on some agave. Gonna try to bump up the density here on the sweetness, because I think that's what the problem was the last time or earlier, is that it just wasn't enough density in terms of sugar. So I'm gonna need a little bit more. So anyway, I just threw some agave on there. We'll see how it goes. I'll drink all the syrup as well, and then see how long this lasts. I think eventually I'm gonna end up dipping into dried fruit and maybe some gummies and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. It is 7:40 and I am ready to make something else to eat. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna do a smoothie. It's interesting. I started, I was gonna record this video, and today of all days, I don't seem to be drinking a bunch of smoothies, because usually by this time I would have had maybe one or two already. So I was trying to focus on kind of the whole thing, the whole fruit, I guess. The fruit bowl and or the canned peaches and stuff like that. So that was my original intent, but I'm gonna go to smoothie. The last bowl of fruit that I ate, those peaches and the mandarin oranges, I probably used too much of the agave in there. It was a little bit too sweet, actually. I ended up not finishing all the syrup, which was fine. And it was okay. It just wasn't as filling, honestly. So I'm gonna go with a smoothie. I'm starting with the cranberry pineapple juice cocktail that I started with that juice this morning. I already cut up the strawberries, so they're in here already. I started with about 16 ounces of that. Strawberries wise, I don't know. I just kind of cut some and put them in there. I'm adding in some pineapple, and then I'm also adding in blueberry. And then I'll also add in simple syrup as the sweetener. And I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just kind of like doing handfuls of stuff. The blueberries, the pineapple, just trying to gauge it. Usually what I drink it in is my Stanley. So the liquid amount of 16 ounces is about right in terms of what I use as the base. And then the fruit, just kind of depends. And sometimes if you don't use enough fruit or as much fruit, it comes out more liquidy, I guess, versus thick. The other option that I would have done or have done and that I have is frozen fruit. So I have these, it's like a frozen fruit medley. I think it's got mango, pineapple, and peaches. I think they're frozen, and then maybe something else in there, maybe strawberries. But they come in like little individual packs. Yeah, it's a pineapple, strawberry, peaches, and mango. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I think I got these at Sam's. They come in these like pre-done packs. So it's probably supposed to be 2 servings per, I would think. But usually when I was making a smoothie with those, I'm using a whole pouch, and then I have to use a little bit more liquid. And what I would end up doing is I would use some of the juice, but then I would also add in some water, because if you do any smoothies, you get it too frozen, the consistency is not there. It's just too thick. So, all right, we're blended up, pretty good consistency. I don't like them all that thick. Look at that. Almost perfect. It's almost like I've done it before. Look at that. Woohoo. All right, taste test. Could be sweeter. So I think I'll add some simple syrup. And see, and that's the beauty of using the simple syrup, is that you can add it into something like that that's already done. And then you can just mix it, shake it around, mix it up. You don't have to worry about it. It will actually dilute and mixes a whole lot easier. And there we have it. So that is the smoothie. That may carry me over for, I don't know, another hour or so. The smoothie held me over for probably a couple hours. It is 9:45 and I probably shouldn't be doing any kind of snacking, but I feel like snacking. So we are gonna do the last thing I'm gonna eat for the day, which is these chili spiced mango. I got these from Trader Joe's. And then I've got some dried apricots. So just gonna do like a small little, I'm not even a full handful of each of them. Just something to snack on if I can even open this package. Maybe not. Maybe it has more plans for me that I won't. Oh, there we go. That I won't. Like that. These chili mango, if you haven't had them, super good. Anyway, so just got a little bit of the apricots and a few of the slices of mango. That'll just tie me over, and if it doesn't, then that's just too bad. I'm not eating anymore. Chili mango. Really good. That's gonna wrap up an eating day for full sugar fasting. Did the juice in the morning, did some wet fruit, did canned fruit, and I did a smoothie, and then now I'm doing a snack, small little snack, just to, I don't know. It's kind of one of those probably bored type of things, which I probably should just go to bed. But, and then I will follow this video up with another video for what I'm gonna eat on, say, a sugar diet day, if you will. That's, doing sugar fasting for most of the day. And it'll probably be tomorrow because I will probably break my fast. It's a gym day tomorrow, so after I work out, I'll probably eat after that. I might modify that though. I might just do just all protein and very low starch and kind of play with that. I have been noticing that on the days that I'm taking in starches, obviously my body's holding on to more of that, and my weight usually either stays the same or slightly up. So anyway, that's it. Thanks all for tracking in with me today, and until the next time, I'll see you.